Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, FunsizedStyle. My name is Michaela, and thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. So I'm very excited to share with you guys this video today, as I am with pretty much all my videos. And this video in particular, I hope will be really helpful to you guys. Maybe give you some ideas, or just get you thinking about something. And I just hope in general that it will be helpful to some of you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my new Apple Watch and why I purchased an Apple Watch and why this is not a big deal, but it's a huge, it's a great tool for me, and I love it even more than I thought I would. And I'm just excited to share with you why I got this Apple Watch, and like I said, what a great tool it is for me, and just what a blessing it is that technology has come this far, and the benefits that it can have for people with disabilities, especially physical disabilities. Super excited to share with you all about my Apple Watch. So I just want to, before I start off, that I purchased this Apple Watch by myself. Nobody bought me this watch, nobody sent me this watch. This video is not sponsored, nothing. So a few weeks ago, we went to Best Buy, and I was just going to tag along just to look. I hadn't planned on getting anything. As far as the Apple Watch goes, I've actually been thinking about getting one for quite some time. I have a few other friends with osteogenesis imperfecta that have an Apple Watch, and they really love it for a variety of reasons. And I was really thinking about it for a while, and I really, like I said, I've just been wanting this for quite some time now. And I was thinking about it because in my mind I used to be one of those people where, I have an iPhone, so why do I need that and an Apple Watch? And I started talking to some of my friends about it because they just love theirs so much, and thought it would also be a really great tool for me. And so I started talking with them more about kind of what they love about the watch and what motivated them to get it. And the more I thought about it, the more that I knew that this was going to be a great tool for me and just a blessing to have in general. And so when we went to Best Buy, I knew I was gonna go and look at the watches, but I didn't know if I would actually finally get it. It was an impulse of the day I bought it, but it wasn't an impulse buy as far as wanting it. I knew I've done a lot of research about the watch and the pros and the cons and all of it in general. So I've done a lot of previous research, and I knew in the back of my mind that I was going to purchase one at some point, but it was just a matter of when was I finally going to bite the bullet and just purchase the watch. When we went to Best Buy that day, I went over to the Apple area and saw the watches, and there they were. And the more that I seen it and the more that I thought about it while we were there, I was like, I have to get it. Today is gonna be the day. I literally don't know what I'm waiting for. Whenever I go to a store where there's an Apple Watch, I'm like, I know I need it, I don't need it. Well, I don't know, that's debatable. You'll see why in a minute. I know I don't need it right this second, but it would be such a wonderful tool, a blessing in general, and I'm like, I know I want it. I know I'm gonna get it at some point. It's just a matter of when. When we were at Best Buy that day, I was like, today's the day. This, I don't know what I'm waiting for at this point. I am getting the Apple Watch. And so that is when I got the Apple Watch. I got the Apple Watch April 4th, April 5th. It was I think it was April 2nd or 3rd, because it was a week, almost a week before my surgery was supposed to be. And so that is when I got the watch. I got the Apple Series 4 Rose Gold 40mm watch. Smartwatch, of course. Apple Watch. I don't know why I said smartwatch. That's kind of the backstory. When I got it, what made me decide to finally just bite the bullet and purchase it after thinking about it for so many months. So let me show you. I'll get into more of the accessories in a minute. But I got the rose gold watch. It originally came with the light pink sport band, and I'll get into why I have a different band and all the things. But this is the original band that the rose gold watch comes in. The big reason I wanted to make this video, and I hope that this can be helpful for some of you guys if you've also been thinking about a watch, is for me the big deal was it's basically a life alert for me. It's a modern day life alert. You all have seen life alert commercials like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up, you know? Like, it's a modern day life alert for me. And I got the Series 4 because it has the cellular data on it. And I wanted it because my main thing with this watch, it wasn't because it looked cool. It wasn't because it was a smart watch. It wasn't because a watch. It was, for me, the number one thing was safety. Hope that I never have to use it for that. But it's a really great tool because if, like, gosh forbid, if I get stuck somewhere, if I fall, if I get injured, if I am stranded somewhere, like, this is always on my wrist. A smartphone, you drop it. And yes, I have a service dog, but sometimes my phone actually falls, like, it will fall under the bed, or it will slide under the bed, or it will slide under a drawer set. Like, sometimes when my phone drops, it's not even where Chloe is able to access it. God forbid, whatever scenario I'm in that I would need to call for help, whether it be family, whether it be a friend, whether it be 911. If the phone is not where Chloe can reach it, I can't expect her to go get it. Like, she's a dog. She can't pull the bed out and grab the phone. She can't pull the drawer set out and then grab the phone. That's just not realistic. What I love about the watch is that it lasts, like, forever on a charge, because on our iPhones, we're on them all the time. We're scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram, sending text messages, making calls, and we're watching YouTube videos and playing games. If you guys do that, I don't really do that. But so we're constantly using our phones. Don't always last a long time on a charge, especially if you're using GPS, especially if you're using it when you're not connected to Wi-Fi. Like, that really drains the battery. With an Apple Watch, you're not constantly on it. It's just on you, like, it's just there, and it literally lasts. Like, my watch doesn't even go, like, the battery doesn't even go halfway at the end of the day. And I put it on from the moment that I get up to the moment that I go to bed. So it's not even close to half, like, the battery's not even close to half dead when I put it on the charger. This is a lot more reliable battery-wise for a help system or, like, life alert system than, like, just my phone. I've never had a scenario yet in my life where I've, like, needed to call, like, emergency, or, like, where I needed to call. But I am wanting to do more on my own and be on my own more, and so I'm not with people, or as many people, especially, like, family, that would know how to, like, medically help or assist me or anything like that. So that was a big reason as to why I got the watch. Huge relief for me. I didn't even realize how much of a relief it really is. You just press the little dial down, and then the Siri pops up, and I can just say, like, call so-and-so. It was started to record everything I was saying. Really great tool for somebody with a physical disability. One thing that I was thinking about when I got Chloe is they have what's called an able phone, and they're specifically pretty much made for people with assistance dogs. And what it is, I've talked about this in a few videos with Chloe, but what it is a system, it's like a big, like, it's a square, and then it has, like, this round button. There's pretty much nothing else on it. There is nothing else on it, and so you give the dog a command, like, Chloe's not in here so I can tell you, but her command is go push. That was what they had taught her in case I wanted to utilize an able phone in the future. The more I thought about it, though, the more that it wasn't as realistic as I wanted it to be. Because what I like about the Apple Watch versus an able phone is if something just happened when I'm not home, Chloe's attached to my wheelchair when we're out in public on her leash. I have a clip on my wheelchair, and then I clip her leash to that. If we're out in public and or like if I'm stranded somewhere, or if whatever, again, the scenario may be, she can't run and go get a random stranger, I wouldn't want her to do that. With an Able phone, like, it's stationary, it's at your home, and it wasn't as realistic, like I said, because I wanted something to where I'm at home and when I'm out. So I always have some way of connecting with somebody if I need to, and I think it's a really great tool. You do have to have mobility of your arms because you have to obviously be able to operate the watch and press down the dial, and then like for emergency SOS, you have to like press down the dial and then wipe. You do have to have hand and arm mobility, so for some people with certain physical disabilities, these unfortunately are probably not a great option. If you do have that mobility and you do have medical things or problems, or you just worry about what would happen if I experience this when I'm alone. I'm like a very independent person, but when you have a disability, especially osteogenesis imperfecta, when your bones are really fragile, and I haven't had a major fracture in 4 years. When you reach past puberty, your fractures pretty much stop. Knock on wood. Like I said, I haven't had a major fracture in 4 years. But life happens, accidents can happen, and as much as I pray every day that I'm past that point in my life, I can't play the what if game and expect. Like, it's just good to be prepared. And I guess my main message is like, this is such a great tool for me. It's a great safety tool, and because even if I fall or even if whatever, it's on my wrist. And so I can still, there's literally no way for it to fall off. The phone, it could drop, it could slide under the bed, whatever, but this is on me. That's why I like the watch better for like help and safety rather than just relying on my smartphone. And again, the battery life thing is a huge thing for me. I do watch YouTube videos all the time, and like when we go on road trips, we don't really go on road trips, but like when we go to town, we use like GPS, and that drains the battery, so you just never know. And as I'm starting to become more and more and more independent, and I do want to be prepared, and I do want to have all the tools that are available to me that would make my life as safe and as easy as possible. And again, I pray that I never have to use it for safety purposes, like emergency purposes, but it's a wonderful tool. And besides the whole safety part of it, there are some other features that I really, really enjoy. For me, I really enjoy the hands-free calling and like texting. And by hands-free, I mean like you still have to like press down the dial and like go to the text messaging thing, or like use Siri, and like to use Siri you have to like press the dial. So like hands-free, I mean like if I need to make a call or if I need to make an appointment, I can do something while I'm making those appointments. It's really great. And also, like, it's just like a regular watch. Like, it's obviously a watch, so it's good to just be able to look and see what time it is. I used to wear a watch like a long time ago, and then I kind of quit wearing it. But now I always have a watch. Just the basic Apple Watch features, you know, texting and calling. What I also really like is the heart rate feature. I do have a heart condition, and sometimes if I get a little bit dehydrated, my heart rate will start to go up. And so it measures that for me. It's upside down for you guys, but that's why that's another great feature. And usually I can feel it if it starts to go fast. Like right now my heart rate is 130. So that's good for me. That's my normal. It's like 120s, 130s. That's like my normal for me. So don't like freak like, oh my gosh, that's crazy high. That's again my normal. Based on like my size, my lung capacity, and my heart condition, just a lot of different things. So that's again completely normal for me. So that's another really great feature I enjoy. I really actually like the activity feature on it because the Apple Watch is also very manual wheelchair friendly. So they do have a wheelchair user setting on it. Several times a day it'll say like time to roll. So like if you don't push for like a certain amount of time, it will say like time to roll and like motivate you to work out. Even though I still primarily use my power chair, I still do use my manual chair, and so it's really great. It'll tell me like how many pushes I've done, how many calories I've burnt while pushing. I really love that the Apple Watch is like wheelchair friendly, a manual wheelchair friendly of course. That's another really great feature that I love. Another feature that I really enjoy is the walkie-talkie feature. That's super fun. I do have one regret with this watch, which I'll tell you guys in a minute. So yeah, those are like some of my favorite features. Just like the texting, the calling, like literally able to answer the phone from the bathroom, like, and I don't have to bring my phone like literally every room I go in. Because I used to do that, like, even if I was just going into the bathroom, I would bring my phone. But this is always on me, and it's a lot easier to access when I'm doing those things than my phone would. Just the peace of mind that it gives me is huge. It definitely is not cheap. I mean, I'm sure you guys all know that. But the independence and the freedom and the peace of mind and safety that it brings me is like so worth it. Like I said, I got the cellular, so there's like the Series 3, I think. I don't know really what the difference is between the Series 3 and 4, other than I know like the Series 4 is like with the cellular, and that's why I wanted it, because to have it like when I'm at home and not at home, I'm still able to call, text, do all those things from my watch. So those are some of my favorite features of my Apple Watch. As far as accessories go, I'll insert some clips, or one clip of I also purchased an Apple Watch stand. I have it on my nightstand next to my bed, but where the not nightstand, but on the, I have like a shelf on the wall connected, or like right next to my bed, so I keep it there, but for the purpose of this clip, I'm just gonna like insert it by setting it somewhere else because I can't access it from there. So I got an Apple Watch stand, and you just slide the charger through the stand, and it makes it really easy to put your watch on there to charge at night. Like I said, this is the band that it comes with originally, because I got the rose gold, and then this is the band that I have on now. This is the only other band that I have. It's just like a classic brown, like a caramel color. I think it goes with everything. I think it goes with all my outfits, like the pink. Sometimes it's just a little too much, like it just didn't go right with some of my outfits, and I know that's such a first world problem, but I mean, come on. So I got this band from Amazon, but I got the actual watch from Best Buy. I'll have everything links down below. So if you're able to purchase an Apple Watch and you have a physical disability and you think it would be a great tool for you, even if you don't have a physical disability, you've been considering a watch, I love it, and I would not turn back. It's just, the peace of mind is just, I know that sounds really like dramatic and like overrated, but like if you're in my position, you would know what I feel and what I mean. So these are some of my favorite features and accessories that I have. Well, they're only accessories that I have for my Apple Watch Series 4 Rose Gold. I wanted to save this for last just because it's not as important. I do have one regret with my Apple Watch, and it's such a first world problem. I do regret the color that I chose. I thought it would be cool to get rose gold, try something different, because I went in thinking I'm gonna get silver just because it's basic and goes with everything and whatever. And then when I got there, I was like, you know what, I want to try the rose gold. And I got the rose gold, and again, it's such a first world problem, but when I got it, I didn't love it. I wish I would have gotten the silver for a few reasons. One is I wear all silver jewelry. I never wear any other color jewelry pretty much, so I wear all silver jewelry. The silver watch would also go with more bands, and I feel like it would just go better with my outfits than rose gold does. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like this pink didn't, the pink band with the rose gold was like too much. So like this caramel one definitely goes better, but I don't know, I'm super disappointed that I picked the rose gold. I don't regret the watch at all. The color is totally separate from my feelings about the watch. I don't regret getting the watch at all. I just really wish that I had gotten the silver. It would just go better with everything, look better. It would go with more bands. It would look more professional. I don't know. I really wish I would have gotten the silver, and I'm still super disappointed about it, and I think about it every day. When I purchased the watch, the lady told me that within 14 days I could exchange it if I didn't like it. However, I ended up purchasing it, like I said, at Best Buy, and we made like a special trip out there because they had to do some other things out there, And so the Best Buy is like 30 minutes away, so we don't get out there a lot. So it wasn't like I could just quick run over and exchange it. And that was like right before my surgery, so I thought I was like busy getting stuff done before my surgery. And then I ended up getting sick and not having the surgery, so I just wasn't able to get out there and exchange it. So I'm stuck with the rose gold because you only have like 14 days or whatever to exchange. So I'm stuck with the rose gold, and I'm super, super bummed about that. So if you're contemplating between the rose gold and silver, I highly recommend the silver. But if you really want the rose gold, go for it. I know people that have it and love it. I regret that part. Just the color, it still operates the same. I mean, for such a big thing, I really wish I would have made a better decision about that. So if you guys know of a way that I could, she told me that it was only like 14 days that I had to exchange it, and I missed out on that. Do you know if there's like another way that I could get a silver one? Like, I asked if I could like take it to Verizon and have them do it, because when you purchase something at Best Buy, like a smartphone or like an Apple Watch or something, there's like different, like all the phone carriers are there, and I like went to the phone service carrier thing that I have, got it through there, but he said that I couldn't exchange it at a Verizon store. It had to be at Best Buy. So I don't know, if you guys have any connections where I could get a silver Apple Watch, let me know. Again, I don't regret the watch at all. I'm just super disappointed about the color, as you can tell. And I know that, again, I've said it like 5 times, such a first world problem, but when it's a bigger purchase, you want it just how you want it, and that's the one thing I messed up on. So that's my only regret with it. Again, if you guys have any connections of like somebody at Verizon that knows how I could get an Apple Watch, a silver Apple Watch, definitely let me know. I really want a silver Apple Watch, as you can tell. Overall, I love it, and I wouldn't turn back. I would trade in the color though. So if you guys know how I could do that, let me know in the comments below. So if you guys could help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm still blessed to have this watch. So I hope this helps you guys out if you have a physical disability or if you don't, and you've been on the fence about an Apple Watch. This is why I got it, and it brings me the biggest peace of mind, so much independence and freedom, and great because even when I go outside and play with Chloe, like, I will grab my phone, and now I don't have to do that. I can just go outside and just have my watch on me. So huge peace of mind, great features. I will link my watch down below on all the accessories that I have for it. Don't really have that many. I have one. These are the only 2 bands that I have, but I also linked the charging stand that I got. That's super helpful. I hope you guys found this video helpful about the Apple Watch. Let me know if you've been on the fence about it. And those of you that do have a disability, have you been thinking about the watch? And if you got one, how do you feel about it now? So, and I know I wanted to make this video as well because I get a lot of questions about it, because I haven't even talked about it. So, but anyways, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. I hope that this was helpful, and I'm really blessed to have this new tool in my toolbox to make my life a little bit safer and a little bit easier. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!